Good evening, Chelsea fans. Welcome to the instant match review of the Chelsea versus Everton game. It ended 2-2. A late goal, a last-minute goal from Everton leaves the result for us with a draw and more drop points against terrible opposition.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm joined as ever by my illustrious co-host Clark.
Hello.
Oh, sum up your thoughts and feelings after that.
It's just disappointing. Like disappointing because
Yeah.
we had it in the bag. It was there. It was ready to go. We was checking out item. It was in our basket, and we failed the payment, bruv. What is going on? Right? I don't like. We just switch off for a second, and it seems like these teams, they're shit teams, man. They're not even good, and
Mm.
they just like out of nowhere they have like a little 5 minute spell of greatness, and then we just lack everything defensively, and our goalkeeper goes on holiday. So it's like I don't know what. It's just so disappointing, man. 2 points, 2 points we've just dropped for nothing,
Yeah,
for
I
nothing.
know.
Right at the
Especially,
end,
with our rivals. Well, I say rivals, but the teams that we might be wanting to claw back points on.
exactly.
I've got decent results today, so uh, yeah, it's just so frustrating. I guess let's try and give this a bit of structure. We start in the first half. In terms of the lineup, we were pretty happy with the way that we started out.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
uh, it was
yeah.
qu- it was quite close to our match prediction. We the only thing we got wrong was Pulisic, because that was a wild card out of nowhere.
Mm.
Pulisic instead of Mudryk, which was very disappointing to say the least, because Pulisic is not great. So we wasn't too thrilled with that.
No.
Everton's away kit is grim. Sorry,
Yeah,
but
no,
it
yeah,
is
no.
grim. Yeah. So first half, you know what? We started actually really good. First
We
15
did.
minutes or so, or 10 minutes, really good possession. Positive start all round. Everybody looked on form. Everybody looked like they were up for it. Um, yeah, it just I don't know. It just
We
again we just
with
lack that final pass, that final
yeah,
shot, that
yeah.
that that Haaland. Where's the Haaland, man?
I know, I know. Well, we were peppering them definitely. Like if you go on SofaScore, you check the activity graph, which they kind of chart who has
Yeah,
the most dominance in the game at any point. The first half is like all home team,
yeah,
i.e. us. And they had like a couple moments of something, but yeah, literally, I thought like yeah, some of our passing, as you said, like when attacks were breaking down, we were still keeping the ball and like really recycling it pretty well around the I was gonna say enemy, but around Everton's box. Especially Enzo, I thought
yeah,
some of his like close control and popping the ball off really quickly was super nice. Enabled us to kind of keep them on the back foot.
yeah.
And so yeah, it looked okay. Yeah, Pulisic, sorry, um, started. I need to touch on this because I don't know why he started, especially after Mudryk had probably his best game since that first 30 minutes against Liverpool when he first signed.
Yeah.
He had his best game, didn't he, against Leicester, and looked like okay, this could be quite an exciting, attractive thing that we could try here. But yeah, I don't know why he doesn't start, and Pulisic
Ridiculous.
does, but he does. Yeah, so no, we were looking okay. João Felix was pulling strings. Some of his dribbling and his flicks and the way he was turning people was, it shows that he's like the
Silky.
best player in the squad,
Yep.
silky as f.
Yep.
And we had some good moments. I mean, Tarkovsky actually did nearly pull Felix's head off at one point.
He really
I don't know if
did.
you
Like
remember
it was
that. I didn't get a yellow for
ridiculous.
that, by the way. So more shit refereeing, which was a
Absolutely
constant
nothing. He
throughout the
literally
game.
clotheslined him. I thought we was watching Undertaker versus Kane. Oh, like what
Yeah,
is going on there? Absolutely
yeah.
outrageous referee. And he said to the linesman as well, "What's going on there?" The linesman went, "I don't know. I just want a Yorkshire tea and biscuits." So it's like they just don't care. They don't care, bruv.
Yeah.
And it's so frustrating watching it as a fan. Like just all these decisions going against us all the goddamn time, man. I swear. But
It's just
yeah,
so blatant as well. It wasn't even like he didn't
he
even try
didn't
and hide
hide
it.
it. No, no, no. He
Literally
literally
wrapped his arm
clotheslined.
around his
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
head.
Literally clotheslined
So
him down.
no, yeah, no yellow for that. And
No.
then you think like, spoiler alert, Tarkovsky, gives away the penalty later on.
Yep.
potentially that might have been the second yellow and a red, and
Exactly.
you're looking at them 10 man down with like 20 minutes to go or whatever. So,
Yeah.
but anyways, yeah, as we say every show, Premier League referees can't do their jobs,
No.
unfortunately. And
Never
again,
has.
what's the point of having VAR if you're not
If
like,
you can't VAR
oh,
it, makes
I don't
no
know. I
sense
know
at
I
all.
know the rule is it has to be like you can't VAR, you can't go back and check VAR for stuff like that. But what's the point of having it, man? If people can just do that and still get away with it,
Exactly.
like in rugby, they wouldn't get away with it,
No. No,
but
of course not.
they do in football.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were battering them as I said throughout the whole first half. We looked okay. I made a note at the end of the first half. I said that it reminds me of Tuchel, like making good chances, getting into kind of decent positions, but without any end product, and lacking that last pass as well in a
Yeah.
move or in a
All
counter
the
attack.
time, man. Every bloody attack as well. It's like
Yeah,
we got so much good ballers like Felix and Enzo with these absolutely like lustful balls over, and the skill, like the skill gap. You can actually see a skill gap like
yeah,
between these players, and it's not good. Um, and these balls are coming in, and then you got Havertz the donkey, and Pulisic all up front going, I don't know what to do with him, man. Like, just shoot it at the goal, man. That's what it's there for. Like, Pickford is not that good. Have a pop, and then when they do have a pop, they should have bloody passed it.
yeah.
Oh man, I'm
Yeah,
vexed. I'm so
yeah, I know.
vexed.
It's yeah. So okay, so we go into the second half. No changes were made at half time, which
No,
is fair enough. We weren't bad. We obviously weren't bad, so it makes sense not to.
yeah,
It was a lively start. I think we both had pretty decent efforts on goal quite early on. And then not long after the first half began, we had the first goal of the game, which was our Portuguese loanee wunderkind,
which is amazing.
João
Yeah,
Felix.
quality
Scored
goal.
a very tasty goal, a lovely left-footed drive right into the bottom corner off the post on the 53rd minute. And I noted down that there in the build-up to that there was an amazing Enzo pass out to Chilwell,
Yeah,
which kind of created the space for Chilwell to get the ball in and it fall to Felix and him to score. So
exactly.
Enzo showing that he is worth every penny,
Yeah,
if you ask me.
Enzo for mayor. That's what I say.
Mayor of
It's
what? London.
the mayor of everything, bro. Mayor of football.
Yeah,
Like, honestly, it's the Enzo show, and he's just running shit, man. He's so good, and I feel so bad for him because he is so good. And
yeah,
Felix, he's so good, and then gets brought off, and he's like, "Why are you bringing him off? He looks fit as a fiddle. You know, he's one of the best. Why isn't Havertz coming off? Why isn't Pulisic coming off? Like, and stuff like that. Obviously, Pulisic did come off further down the line, but like, just he should have come off at half time. He shouldn't have even been starting, to be honest. But it
yeah,
is where
but
he
he
did get
was.
knocked out by a free kick in the first half, so I don't know how he
Don't know how
carried
that
on in
affected
the
him.
second half, but
Didn't look
you
to
know,
play any differently than what I'm normally used to,
no,
so
no,
can't affect
no,
him too
more
much.
crap.
Yeah. So then it seemed like about the 60th minute they started to up their game a bit.
Yeah, they did.
As you know, teams do. They've got nothing to lose, so they thought, let's give them a bit more of a game. And I was getting really frustrated because we were doing the thing that teams do that aren't confident, like or that their confidence is quite weak or
Yeah,
thin. You could tell that we started getting nervous, playing within ourselves,
yeah.
and then basically just waiting for counter attack opportunities, which is all well and good, but every time we countered, we did it so
But
slowly.
it's
And there were like two players in the counter. All of the Everton players were back. There was eight of them back. There
yeah,
was
yeah,
two like there was like Havertz or Felix on the counter
yeah,
who aren't the quickest. And then it would take like 5 seconds or so for like Chilwell to catch up on the left or James to catch
yeah,
up on the
yeah.
right. But by that point, Havertz has already had to have turned around and passed it back.
Exactly,
So it's like, well, don't try and play for counters if you're not actually going to utilize a counter
exactly. Like
because you're
you
just
can't.
wasting your time and you're giving them confidence.
You can't wait for a counter. You can't wait for a counter attack if you're not a counter attack team. Like,
Yeah,
it makes no
yeah,
sense. You
yeah.
know what I
Or
mean?
yeah, or literally, as I said, it was about 60th minute, which is when Pulisic got subbed off for Connor
Yeah,
Gallagher, who, by the way, Potter put out a left wing for
yeah,
some
left
reason
wing.
to
Yeah,
keep the
yeah,
shape. Again, why not bring on Mudryk? Loads of pace. Again, counter-attacking threat, obviously. So I don't know, why he chose Connor. Well, I do know because Connor's come on a few times and he's looked quite good, which is
yeah.
fair enough. But
But he's
I
not
don't
good on
know.
that left wing. That left
Obviously, in
wing.
hindsight, it's
Yeah,
like it seems like a wasted opportunity to let Mudryk do his thing.
yeah,
And I don't get why he's having
I don't get
such
why he's not
limited
even
opportunities.
playing. Like,
I
why isn't
know.
it? I don't get it, man. Like, we've been doing so well with the
Yeah,
substitutions that we made. Why isn't he starting, man? Why is Pulisic starting when we're in such dire need for fucking wins?
yeah,
Like, it's ridiculous. And it's like he's on the bench, so he's fit. So if he's fit, we saw him warming up. Never came
yeah.
on. What's
No,
the point? What is
I
the
don't.
point?
I know. I
88
literally don't know why he
million,
doesn't come
and
on.
he's just sitting there.
I, I know. I know. I don't. I really don't get it. Like, I can't actually fathom it. I literally, I've got nothing. I don't know what to say about that. Another thing I don't know what to say about. Everton's equaliser in the 68th minute,
Yeah,
from a corner. I did say in the preview that they've got a lot of big boys in that box, but actually, for most of the game, we dealt with a lot of the aerial stuff quite well,
we
didn't we?
did.
Like
Yeah,
Fafana was leaping like a salmon in
Fafana
the
is
air,
amazing. Yeah,
and doing a good job of keeping it kind of contained. But yeah, so yeah, corner whipped in. Tarkovsky gets the first header, knocks it into Decore, who's got Kovacic at his back, kind of like nibbling at him.
yep,
But Kovacic isn't like tall enough or strong enough to stop Decore, and Decore just kind of flicks it on, and Kepa's right there, but doesn't save. He misses it. I I couldn't. Seeing it back, I couldn't put a finger on exactly who it was who like caused the issue of the goal. To
yeah,
me, it was just kind of bad all round, kind of
yeah.
defending and marking.
It was.
That just it was like I think every time you can see from a corner, there's a mistake
Everybody
because
just
it's not
switched
supposed
off.
to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that was a shame. But I did say, didn't I, in the preview as well? Like maybe we'll win 2-1.
yeah,
But they're definitely going to score some scrappy, shitty goal because
exactly.
we let those goals happen. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Um, so yeah, just frustrating.
and then
Um,
we got the penalty after that,
we did.
72 minutes,
Yeah.
which is just 4 minutes later, awarded from Tarkowski,
Yeah.
foul
Tarkovsky. Yeah.
on James,
Yeah.
and Havertz picked up the ball, and we both went, "Oh no!"
Well, I know my heart was racing. My BPM was over
Honestly.
100. I
But
was struggling.
he finished it, puts Pickford on
It was,
his ass.
yeah, yeah. It was a
So
lovely penalty. I loved his
yeah,
started run up and a great finish
yeah,
in the
can't
top
really
bins.
fault him there. So it was 2-1 up at that point.
Yeah.
Nothing really happened for the next 10 minutes except
No,
for a
no,
couple
exactly. It
couple
kind of calmed down a
substitutions.
bit.
A
Yeah.
couple substitutions, I think, for was it Chalobah and Chukwuemeka, or
Yeah.
Madueke, one of them. Someone
It
came
was
on.
Chukwuemeka.
Was it
Yeah.
Chukwuemeka? And
Yeah.
then yeah, 82 minutes. We had a McNeil little effort. So we saw these Everton keep on coming, pushing, and I think at
Yeah.
this point we changed formation, as you said. We went
Yeah.
for Fafana came off, and
Yeah. So
went to a back four.
the timeline how it works. So they score their equaliser in 89th minute. Uh, Chukwuemeka comes on for Felix in the 86th. You think fair enough?
Yep,
Felix is putting a good shift. Chukwuemeka's not a bad player,
yep,
but I think the one that really gets me is the Trevor Chalobah on for Wesley Fofana. Now
yeah,
I don't know if Fofana was injured. I think at one point in the game I did see him like stretching his hamstring out,
right,
maybe. So I don't know if that was he. Maybe he signaled to the bench like I've got some tightness. Like I can't. It's a bit risky for me. So he was subbed off at the same time as Felix was. And yeah, brought in Chalobah, but it looked to me then like Potter changed it to a four at the back system with Chalobah as the right
yeah,
back, Koulibaly as centre back, Badiashile as centre back, and then Chilwell as centre back. And I'm guessing he then shifted Connor into midfield.
yeah.
But by that point, like it's such a melee at the end of the game where like they're
Honestly,
just desperate. It doesn't matter. So to me, that ushers in the ability for Decore to pick the ball up where he does, and then plays. Literally, it's the easiest goal to score in the whole world. Just plays a very simple ball to Sims, and Cooley, who'd had a half decent game for his standard,
yeah,
embarrassed himself to be honest, and
yeah,
played like a fucking sorry to swear, but played like a bloody 12-year-old, and
yep.
just got completely sold by this random dude Sims. I've literally never heard of this kid, Elliot Sims.
Yeah, he's like
Uh,
number 60 or something,
it
like
was number 50.
50.
Come on, that's not
Jesus.
even that. And then
But
yeah, so he gets sold, and
yep,
then again, sorry, this is why I don't like Kepa, and how I said before in previous episodes, I
yep,
don't have trust. I can't have trust in the team. I can't have trust in Potter. I can't have trust in Kepa
yep,
because Kepa. I think it's harsh to say he didn't save it, but the thing is, he got his hand to it. But once again, his hands are too weak, and
Yeah,
he doesn't. The ball doesn't go in the direction you want it
chocolate
to. It slips.
wrists.
Chocolate wrists,
That's what
exactly.
it is.
Chocolate wrists.
Literally,
Remember
just
that from
they.
YouTube back in the
Yeah,
day?
oh yeah, yeah. They just
Yeah,
melted
and
away.
it just smashes through his hand and it goes in. And you know, I had a flashback of like, I swear down, if we had Courtois,
Oh
I
yeah.
swear he would have saved that
Or
because Courtois
Mendy.
was good at saving one of them. Or
Mendy would
Mendy,
have
literally
saved that.
Mendy. Jesus Christ, the amount of amazing like 1v1 chances he saved in
Yeah,
his kind of career with us.
exactly.
So just a really frustrating way to finish the game. And I would say, like, we played quite well, but really, when you deep it, actually, we played well for the first half,
Yeah.
and then we kind of played all right in bits in the
We
second
fell
half.
off, and then he changed the formation to one that we just
Yeah,
don't play well in, with two
yeah,
new players that have been playing
yeah,
for
yeah,
all of
yeah,
4 minutes.
yeah, yeah,
And it's just like, hang on, so you got fresh legs on. They haven't got to the rhythm of the game yet. You can watch a
yeah,
game, you haven't got to the rhythm of the game yet. You
yeah.
got to integrate yourself, your defense as well. You're not attacking, your defense, and you've changed the
I know.
formation. So therefore, you've got someone who's just come on fresh. Then you've got people who have been on in the same formation for 86 minutes, and now
Mm,
all of a sudden they got to change formation in the last five. And look at that,
yeah,
it leaves us open, and boom, you got a bloody draw against Everton, who's 17th in the bloody league, and now in the 15th again. It's just like what? Oh, it's so depressing, man.
yeah. It's just
Like,
shocking.
what is going on
Yeah,
with
that
Potter's mind? Like, is this coaches behind him, like, or is it him?
it's just overdoing it. Like Claudio Ranieri used to get the Tinkerman nickname because he kept used to faffing
Yeah,
about and changing teams, and it's just like Potter's obsessed with trying to be too clever.
yeah.
I
But he's
you know,
not
I'd
clever.
like
You're not clever. Just
no,
do simple football. Look at
you're not
Sean
that guy,
Dyche.
pal.
Look at
You're
Sean
not that guy.
Dyche. He does
Yeah,
simple
true.
football when he won against Arsenal, drew against Chelsea. Like,
Yeah.
fuck's
So
sake, give
yeah,
it a
that
rest.
leaves us. That game leaves us with 38 points after 27 games, which is disgraceful. With a one positive, you know, goal difference. Again, disgraceful considering the talent we've got in our team.
Yep,
Which also leaves us behind Fulham, Brentford, Brighton, shit Liverpool,
yep,
dodgy Newcastle, and terrible Tottenham, who just drew 3-3 to the worst team in the league, Southampton.
exactly.
And we are so we're still 11
We're
points
so
behind
shit.
Tottenham.
We're
Do you know what I
so
mean? Like
shit.
we're still a point behind Fulham and
There's 9 games
4 points
left.
behind Brentford.
9
It's a
games
joke
left.
thing,
I
bro.
think there's 9
Like
games left.
we really seriously, if we'd have kept on this like, you know, decent-ish form,
Yeah,
and I've said in previous videos that we're not playing really well,
no.
but we're getting more results, which is good, then we could, you know, potentially land ourselves in a kind of European contention because like Liverpool in sixth aren't actually that far ahead of us. It's only 4 points.
Yeah,
It's very doable, but we're never going to get anywhere near to anything worthwhile this
no.
season.
Exactly. It's just
Um,
ridiculous. Like, we haven't got that much time now, and
no,
we're
this
drawing
exactly,
against
yeah,
these shithead teams, and
yeah.
it's so annoying. So, who's your leader of the pack, Bo?
Well, I mean, I think for his overall contribution, I think Felix, his dribbling, his link-up play was really nice. He was making a lot of really good runs, lung-busting runs. His
Yeah.
finish was great. And a special shout out for Enzo,
Oh,
who I think
amazing.
also had a really good game.
Yeah,
But I think Felix just obviously, you know, you get the goal,
yeah,
you're changing the way that the game is going. It's
yeah,
unfortunate that goal couldn't, you know, give us the win, but you
yeah.
know that's football
Incredible.
and that's Chelsea in the
And
2022-23 season.
just a special shout out for Darren England for being an absolute, amazing ref, consistency all around the pitch.
Yeah,
Even when people are getting clotheslined, he's doing fuck all,
yeah,
absolutely nothing.
yeah. Premier League referees, we'll say it
Pricks.
every week. So it's boring at this point, but there we go.
Yeah,
We'll call the video there. Thank you everyone for watching. Shame we didn't win, but there we go. This is the game.
yeah.
Join us next time. I imagine the next video will be out. Will probably be the podcast. Feel free to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Leave some comments as well. By the way, if you think that you know Potter's a tit or Darren England's a tit, leave a comment below. It would be much appreciated.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your weekend if you can. I'm
Yeah.
going to try my best. And as always,
Up the
up the
Chelsea.
Chelsea.